there are a lot of hype, and of course there are a lot of bullish sentiment coming in from the crypto market. And of course, I believe some of you guys who are already in way early, especially early this year, to accumulate. Okay, in fact, I've also mentioned to you guys even last year that this year, 2023, is the year for you to accumulate. But some, of course, still sitting on the sidelines, still do not have any exposure on crypto, right? That's fine. But of course, it's never too late to come in. But here, if you look here, Katie Wood, right, is the founder of ARK Invest. There's also another hedge fund that is preparing in line for the first ever spot ETF, which is on the 10th of January next year, next month actually. Okay, so what she says, right? Did she see the 70% rally since September coming? Okay, so I think a lot of people caught unaware regarding about the Bitcoin rally. Okay, I think nobody would have expected Bitcoin to went up so much. Okay, because right now you can see there are a lot of people are still in a denial phase, in a disbelief. Okay, many are still expecting Bitcoin to have a massive pullback. Okay, maybe to pull back below 30,000. Okay, because I think they are frustrated that they are not in the game at the moment. So this could be one factor here. Okay, so here you can see there are many factors. What happened that Bitcoin today itself went to about 44,000, in 44.4 early this morning. Okay, the price saw about 4.5% rise. Okay, taking a trade to about 25%. Okay, so yeah, these are the situation right now. People are actually FOMO in. Many are actually fear of missing out. Okay, and of course, this is also driven by institution. Okay, so if institutions need to move into Bitcoin investment, then that's going to be a lot of incremental demand for not that much more incremental supply. So you can see there are a lot of hedge funds, there are a lot of blue chip companies that are actually coming in. Okay, especially towards the end of this year. Okay, I think there are a lot of bond money that is coming in, especially from Qatar side. But there are a lot of rumors and speculations coming in from Qatar. Okay, they're actually pumping billions into Bitcoin as well. So let's see, later on we will look into that as well. Okay, so what does Katie Wood expect, especially for this Bitcoin prediction, price prediction? Because every hedge funds have their own price prediction, future prediction. Some of it are realistic, conservative. Some of it are far-fetched. Okay, it's too good to be true. Okay, so Katie Wood mentioned what? She remained optimistic Bitcoin could trade somewhere between 1 million to 1.5. Okay, so I'm not sure when is it going to happen, or maybe in the next 10 years, that could be possible. But I don't believe it will hit 1 million by this bull market cycle. Conservatively, I would say around 150 to 180K, okay, for this cycle. So that is a realistic and reasonable target to achieve for Bitcoin, right? From where it is right now, it's around 44,000. Okay, with a 5x gain in this bull run, which will take Bitcoin somewhere around most likely 180 to 200,000. Okay, so these are the expectation. Okay, and then here you can see ARK Invest is actually preparing for its first ever spot ETF. Like I already mentioned, they're actually first in line to have a first ever spot ETF approval from the SEC. If all goes well, then I think most likely it could trigger, okay, massive floodgates to the public to be able to buy spot ETF from the hedge funds. Okay, so Katie Wood was decreasing her Bitcoin exposure while publicly maintaining a bullish outlook on the leading crypto. Okay, so ETF trading data indicate that she had been secretly offloading more than 700,000 shares of Bitcoin grayscale. Okay, so this is the situation right now for this, most likely to prepare for the spot ETF. Okay, all right, so everything is looking very bullish. Everything is very optimistic. I think a lot of people are quite happy, and of course, most likely, especially those newcomers, FOMO going in at the top. Okay, so this is very normal. So if you are new in this space, I would say congratulations, because you are still early in this game. Okay, even before the halving. Okay, so I think a lot of people are not aware right now on what's happening, especially with the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so moving on next. Okay, so what's happening here? Right, you can see this is also another narrative that we would need to look into, especially Solana. So when people mention about Solana, okay, it is one of the biggest hype in the cryptocurrency altcoin market cap. Okay, when people talk about smaller coins compared to Ethereum, the second in line is always Solana, because it is one of the most base or most hype ever crypto, or you can call Solana is the darling of all altcoin market. Okay, whenever people mention about altcoins, the first thing that comes into their mind is always about Solana. Okay, they do not know what is the fundamental, they do not know what does Solana contribute to the ecosystem, but they just say that Solana is a good token and you must buy. That's the only thing that you can think of. Okay, so here you can see the Solana season is coming, whether you like it or not. Why I'm saying it's coming is that because there are a lot of sub-layer under the Solana network, which is the layer 2. Okay, they've been front running against Solana at the moment. The sub-layer like DEXs, decentralized exchange, okay, Radium, Jupiter exchange that is under the Solana network, they are actually having its momentum at the moment. So with this layer 2 of Solana driving momentum, that's where Solana also will get to rally. Okay, and then you can see the prediction here from this expert trader mentioning that Solana could hit to an all-time high of $360. So the all-time high ever reached was 250 in the last cycle. Okay, so what we are looking at here, you can see these are the prediction from the trader itself. Okay, that the Solana, token Solana, project Solana, okay, could surge up to $360 by the beginning of 2025. 2025 is the early stage of where the bull market will start. So far, what we are seeing right now is just a transitioning from bear to a bull. Okay, we are not really into a bull market yet. We are just transitioning. The keyword here is transitioning. Okay, because a lot of people have been calling that this market, we are already in the bull market. But what we are seeing right now is the bear market capitulation. Bears are being capitulated because bears are actually thinking that they are still in the denial stage or in the disbelief because of this rally right now at 44,000. So this is where most of the short traders, traders that are shorting or short selling right now are getting liquidated or capitulated. That is what is happening right now. Okay, so yeah, overall you can see Solana currently is trading somewhere around $60 to $63. And of course, Solana is here to stay and will continue to rally from there. So of course, at this moment, I'll still heavily looking into Solana, but on the layer 2 side, okay, not on the main Solana chain. Okay, you can always look for the next Solana. That is the most important thing, because Solana, if you look at the market cap, is already at 25 billion. Okay, so of course, if you want to make life-changing gain, you got to look for the next Solana. Okay, so that's how you have to play. That is how you have to study, and you have to be the first in line to actually grab hold of this opportunity, because this could be the last bull market cycle that we are going to face because of BlackRock. So once BlackRock is in and they have a massive possession over this market, then most likely they will take control or monopolize, just like real estate, properties, and other blue chip companies. Okay, so this is a time where you want to pay more attention and to actually come into this cycle with a much more serious momentum. Because if you lose out on this cycle, then there will be no more cycle, no more bull market cycle like this anymore. Okay, because BlackRock most likely might take control. Okay, so this is the expectation. Solana is here to stay, and you should look for Solana narrative. Okay, the Solana season is already here and is already coming, and then a lot of airdrops on Solana network. Okay, there are tokens being distributed by the developers. People who are using the Solana system are getting free tokens. That's how you can be able to go in and to take advantage. All right. So moving on next, what's happening right now together with Ethereum. So Ethereum at the moment, you can see they are most likely preparing also for another spot ETF approval. Okay, BlackRock, I believe, also filed as ETF for Ethereum. Okay, so at the moment right now, they are still facing this challenge from the SEC on to approve on the Bitcoin spot ETF. So until the Bitcoin spot ETF were to approve, then most likely the second in line will definitely be Ethereum, and then following by the smaller coins. Okay, so you can see here Ethereum's breakthrough moment. Experts predict trillions inflow from upcoming spot ETF. So what you are seeing right now, Ethereum is only currently hovering around $2,200. I believe it's still undervalued. If you can see the utility, the technology from Ethereum alone, there's so much of potential. Many big companies are using Ethereum, okay? Not only to create tokens, okay? You look at Ethereum virtual machines. How does layer 2 under Ethereum able to leverage through EVM system to make full use of the Ethereum EVM to create your own layer 2, which is a scaling solution, is to ease out on the transaction. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay, for the price of Ethereum right now, I would say it's super undervalued, it's super cheap, okay? But if you were to buy Ethereum to make life-changing gains at this moment, I don't think you can be able to do that, okay? So if you're looking here for life-changing gain, then definitely Ethereum is not for you, okay? If you could able to look for other smaller coins that you can able to change your life. But again, if you're looking for a conservative portfolio, then of course BTC and Ethereum is a way to go. Okay, it's definitely a sure win in this crypto cycle. Okay, all right. So you can see here, someone has to say it. Ethereum price is seriously hilarious at a price of $2,200. Okay, everyone out here trading, what if this cycle was when Ethereum has fundamentals? Okay, so a lot of people looking at Ethereum is definitely undervalued. It is still cheap and is good to actually pick up. Okay, so if you look at Ethereum's deflationary nature and spot ETF prospect, okay, so Ryan Sean Adams also point out Ethereum evolving role as a monetary instrument with this transition of a proof of stake. Right, previously they are on proof of work, which is on the mining, which is quite similar to Bitcoin, where miners are validating on the transaction. But right now we are using proof of stake (POS) from Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum has become more environmental friendly and deflationary with the EIP 1559. Okay, so this is why Ethereum is considered one of the best utility. Okay, and of course, it is also a must-have into your portfolio if you are a conservative investor in crypto. Okay, and then of course, adding on to here, the potential introduction of BTC and ETH spot ETF is particularly exciting. That is what is creating that kind of hype right now, a FOMO, for not only for retails but institution. Big companies right now can't wait to get in because of the spot ETF, and if they want to get in right now, they're most likely buying over the counter, also known as OTC. This is to actually prevent the price from spiking. Okay, so what you can see right now, there could be a supply liquidity shock at the moment because we are actually having lack of liquidity in the exchange. So the big companies might actually buy from the exchange directly. Okay, so that can be one driving force that the price of Bitcoin could also be going up at this moment. Okay, yeah. So overall, you can see again, like I said, Ethereum, there are a lot of potential. Okay, and of course, you can see once the Bitcoin spot ETF will approve, slowly second in line is Ethereum is next. Okay, and that's where most likely it will trigger the massive altcoin season for the smaller coins to move up even further. Okay, so these are the expectations. Okay, and of course, I believe you guys also are here for mainly on altcoins, on the smaller coins, and we will get into that later on. Now, moving on next on what to expect for this week. What are the news that we are looking at? So these are the major news for those top 10 coins, or top 10 or top 20, right? We look at Injective, okay? It's having its mainnet upgrade will go live in the coming days. So Injective also is one of our altcoin accumulation list as well, doing very well. Okay, since the early January, I've given the list when at the price of $1. So Injective now is somewhere hovering around $16 to $17. So 16 to 17x times from your investment. And then Matic, a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. Right now you can see Polygon Connect event starts on 7th of December, which is tomorrow. Okay, so you'll make two major reviews. So most likely Polygon might have a token transition from Matic to POLS. I think that could be that one. Okay, then most likely you have to change tokens. So let's see. And then Avalanche. So Avalanche also has been a driving force in the market because of the gaming. Okay, so Republic's revenue sharing tokenized security will launch on Avalanche next week. Okay, so Avalanche GameFi ecosystem started taking off. So that's why you can see Avalanche has been going up, has been rallying because of what? GameFi. They are focusing more on gaming now. Because what you can see right now, the narrative is on gaming. So when the gaming sector pumps, tokens that involve in gaming also pumps. Okay, so in crypto, if you want to succeed, you have to follow the narrative. What is the current narrative right now we are looking at? AI, gaming, okay, Solana season. These are the few criteria, or the few narratives right now that you have to be in line right now to study or to get in line in the first place in order for you to succeed, in order for you to get hold of this opportunity. Okay, because if you are last, then most likely, right, you will be buying at a peak. Right? If you are the last to know, then that will be a bit unfortunate. Okay, so these are the things that I'm sharing with you guys because this is all based on experience. And right now, what is really happening right now are the three main areas. Solana season, okay, gaming, okay, all right. So yeah, and AI as well. So not to forget that there are a lot of narratives that's ongoing. Now, next one you can see here, what is really happening. We are expecting a mid-cycle top. This is by CryptoCon. Okay, so this time is definitely not different. A lot of people are mentioning that this time is different. Okay, we are going to expect something different, but end of the day, it's still the same. So breakout of phase 3, okay, lead us straight to the completion of phase 5. Okay, this is where it will lead us to the cycle top. So currently we are hovering somewhere around 44,000. We are about to reach 45K very soon. And this is time to be very cautious at the moment because we have been rallying, okay, for more than 1 month. Been a couple of weeks been rallying. So that's where you have to be very careful. If you are trading, then you might want to book some profits. But if you are holding on spot, buying and holding on exchange, then should be fine, right? You can always dollar cost average. But if you are trading on leverage, that's why you want to be careful. Okay, so what is happening right now? We are somewhere around phase 4. Okay, transitioning to mid-cycle top. This is the cycle where the price might have a blow off top for the midterm. Okay, so I think most likely before the spot ETF approval on the 10th of January, Bitcoin most likely to be topping out around 45K, around 45 to 48 at least. Okay, and then once the spot ETF were announced, then most likely it will be a major sell off. Okay, because a lot of people are expecting the price to go up again, and most likely the price will definitely do the opposite. The market will definitely do the opposite. That's my take here. So euphoria is on the rise as price gone completely vertical. This is the problem here, where most people are actually entering at the euphoria stage, where you do not want to be here. That is the reason why I'm mentioning every single week. Come in early, come in early. Timing, you need to time your position, your altcoins, your dollar cost averaging, right? If you want to get in now, you have to see how many of the altcoins have already broke out from the accumulation zone, especially like Chainlink, Fortune, Injective have already broke out. So you want to buy, you're buying at the top. Okay, you're buying at the peak again. So you never learn your lesson. That's the thing, to come in early. You want to come in where people do not feel like coming, where people probably have been capitulated or people have given up. Okay, so this is the thing here. And then next one here, this is the big news from Max Kaiser. Max Kaiser is actually a Bitcoin maximalist. It's only about Bitcoin. You know, if you're mentioning about altcoin, Ethereum, he will say that's a shitcoin. So what he's saying here right now, the God candle might come, which will take Bitcoin to about 100,000. And how can this thing happen is that, okay, there have been rumors circulating regarding about the Qatar Airways founder. Okay, I think the El Salvador's president has been in talks with this Qatar founder Airways. Okay, there could be a huge amount that has been pouring in. Okay, about $1 to $2 trillion into BTC. So when that happens, I think that could be a driving force for Bitcoin to pump all the way to 100,000. So that could be one possibility there, because I think Arab money is like nothing to them. These are all money. To them, it's nothing. So they can do whatever they want. They can be able to go in more than that. Okay, so these are the potential here. Okay, these are the speculation that's ongoing. Okay, now next one, you can see what's happening now. This is by Anthony Pompliano. Right, it's mentioning about what is the reason that Bitcoin is continuing to rally and surging, and why Bitcoin holders, especially those OGs, a long-time holders, refuse to sell. There are many factors here that we are looking at here. All right, you can see why people are still refusing to sell. Okay, so you can see here, this is by El Salvador. So El Salvador president has been buying Bitcoin since the last cycle itself. Right, he's also buying on behalf of his country. What you can see right now, his portfolio for his country alone, there is a positive net flow of $3.6 million at a profit. Okay, so he made his country about 3.6 million at the moment of all his accumulation. Okay, so there's one reason why there are still people are holding on to Bitcoin. And then, of course, second in line, we are looking at Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, dollar cost averaging strategy for his company on buying Bitcoin. At the moment, you can see his portfolio at a total profit of 1.5 billion. Okay, unrealized profit at the moment, at a paper profit. So there's the reason why you can see, right, at a 1.5 billion. Okay, total invested about how much here? 5.3 billion. Right, it's a 5.3 billion here. Total amount invested. So you can see already what is the potential, why this kind of company are not willing to sell. Okay, so you can see already that these are the reasons why their big companies are willing to hold. Okay, all right, so we are already at this stage where we want to make life-changing gains, and these are the companies that want to preserve wealth for the company. Then there's two different narratives here. Blue chip companies want to preserve wealth for their own company and for their own balance sheet as well. And of course, their quarterly earnings announcement. Okay, very, very important, their earnings and revenue for a public listed company. They need to maintain reputation, okay, especially their earnings and revenue. So that's the reason why you can see MicroStrategy, Coinbase, right, especially in the US stock market. These are the companies that are rallying now because of Bitcoin sentiment. Okay, moving on next, we can see what's happening now in the crypto market cap. Currently hovering around 1.6 trillion. Okay, we are at 1.6 trillion at the moment. Okay, BTC is at what, 44 point, almost 44.2. Okay, still very bullish. 7 days ago, about 16% increase. Ethereum up about 2.2, 10% in the last 7 days. Any gainers for today? Big gainers, BitTorrent, 95% in the last 24 hours. 7 days, about 109%. Helium at 45%. Wow, we have Beam Network at 69. Avalanche, okay, it's 24%. Celestia, okay, also the new token as well under the Solana network. Okay, so up about 61%. We have Dogecoin, Beamcoin, up about 27. Any users for today? Okay, Conflux, we have Stacks, we have Terra Luna still around. We have Audi. Okay, this is the Bitcoin ordinals. It's been up about 131%. Okay, this is the Bitcoin narratives. Later we will look into it as well. Okay, so of course, we will be looking at Solana season, Solana category. Okay, so you can see here. Solana ecosystem. Okay, and of course, the gaming industry also we will look into. Okay, so this is the Solana ecosystem. Okay, there are a lot. Okay. Okay, they have gaming, they have DEX. Okay, decentralized exchange. Okay, they have NFTs. Okay, they have AI as well. So all in one. Okay, so we have to look into it later on. All right, so moving on next, we'll move into the technical side. So technical side, we can see what's happening with the Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance is actually on a rampage right now against the altcoins. So as long as the dominance of Bitcoin went up, then most likely alts will definitely take a breather or will bleed against the Bitcoin. So the next resistance we'll be looking at is somewhere around the 58.18%. Okay, so far overall the trend on the dominance is still very bullish, so you have to be very careful there. Okay, and of course this level here, right, these are the levels to be playing out. The 6 and 58% will be the next resistance. Look at weekly. So the weekly now, it have already broken past the previous resistance on this level here at 54%, and it's breaking higher. Okay, so you have to be very careful there on alts, especially the smaller cap. This level also broke at 54.31. Okay, so again, so all eyes on BTC at the moment. Okay, so your alts have to wait. Okay, if you're buying alts, you're definitely bleeding against Bitcoin. Okay, so you have to wait for a pullback. Now, on Ethereum against Bitcoin, what we are seeing now, you can see exactly the opposite. Ethereum is weakening against Bitcoin. So where does this thing take us now? Where is the next pit stop for Ethereum against Bitcoin? So the next one will be here at 0.04392. So that will be how many percent of drop here? Okay. That will be 15%, 15.72. Okay. Look at weekly, it's breaking down again. This is very, very critical against Bitcoin. So Ethereum is now weakening against Bitcoin. Okay, this level breaks, then most likely you might hit at 0.04392. Now daily also very big breakdown with a momentum sell. Okay, so alts are bleeding now against Bitcoin, so you have to be very careful. Then moving on next to Bitcoin against dollar index. So BTC, where is BTC heading now? Okay, so again, if you have any questions that you want me to look into, feel free to put in the chat box, and I will look into it later on. Now let's look into BTC now. So BTC, where is BTC next? Where can we see BTC going next? Okay, so next one, most likely the next stop could be 45.5, and then it could be this level as well to be playing out at this level at 47.1. Okay, These are the critical resistance zone that the price needs to break and to maintain above. But I believe most likely we will expect a pullback. So again, the level to maintain is definitely this level here at 38.4. Okay, and of course this level as well, 34.9. Look at weekly. So the weekly candlestick now is really rallying. There's no stopping now because the month of December is one of the bullish month for crypto. Okay, according to the historical data, you can see month of December, one of the best month. And of course, December, by end of December, we should expect a Santa rally if all goes well. Santa rally, most likely, you can see the price will go bananas. Okay, it will go mind blown. You'll be mind blown on how the price will go. Okay, look at daily. Overall, the trend is uptrend. So if there's any chance of a pullback, you might see at 38.4 or the previous resistance here. Okay, so again on 4 hourly. Now the 4 hourly here is about to break past the current resistance level here at this level. This is 44061, 44076. And it looks like it's going to break again. So H4, right? Once it continues, then the 45.4, 45.5K is next. Very, very fast. Okay, you can see already. I think the FOMO is intensifying at the moment. People are actually buying at this stock now to push up the price. Again, it could be retail, it could be institution as well, to be buying in the exchange, all right, to push up the price. So most likely blow off top for mid-cycle will be around there, 45 to 47, 48K. Okay, so that's BDC. Okay, so that's BDC for you. Okay, so another things to take note is definitely we are looking into the gaming time. Okay, the gaming. So gaming, we can look at Shrapnel. Let's look into this. So Shrapnel is also a potential gaming token you can able to look into. So this is Shrapnel. So Shrapnel is actually a first-person shooter. Okay, it is recently launched early this year, Q1, I think around April. Okay, it's a first-person shooter game, similar like Halo or Call of Duty. So if you're a gamer or you play in PS5 or Xbox, I think you should be well familiar. So this is quite familiar to all those first-person shooter. Okay, so this is a gaming company that produces this game, first-person shooter game. Okay, so you can see this is their vision. Okay, what they are planning to build. Okay, so far the graphics is quite impressive. Okay, all right, it's their roadmap, what they are planning to do, very, very clear. All right, and the gaming is actually awesome. Okay, so if you're a gamer, then I think you should check out on this. Now, moving on to this token, Shrapnel. So it's been up since 15 cents was a low here. Okay, it's been rallying. So I don't think you guys want to buy when it's at already at the top. Okay, you might want to wait for a bidder. Okay, 44 cents. Since 15 cents to 44 cents. Well, more than 1x. So what you can see right now, trend is uptrend. Okay, so you might want to wait for a pullback. So how to buy now? So you can able to place this Fibonacci here, this on this line. So the next level to have a pullback is here, 0.36 cents. The golden ratio will give you around 31 cents. Okay, but of course, for me, I would rather wait for a massive pullback, especially coming in from Bitcoin. Maybe at least to 23 cents left, 23 cents. Most likely I'll be aping into to get back into Shrap. Okay, one of the best token here, best gaming here. You look into a market cap is very low. I think it's less than 100 million. Yeah, this market cap is less than 100 million, which is also a good token to look into. Okay, and then of course the next one in mind is Star Atlas. So Star Atlas also is another gaming under Solana. This is also one of the best altcoin back that I hold during the last cycle, even before company released its token to the open market, which is also known as the IDO, initial DEX offering. Okay, I have the opportunity to get in. Okay, and it made about 100 times. Okay, so imagine your investment of $100 become $10,000 in 24 to 48 hours. That is the potential of the bull market. That is the IDO. Okay, so Star Atlas is also another gaming under the Solana network, right? So this is more towards the Galaxy type of game. It's also a first-person shooter. Okay, so if you look into the chart, Star Atlas, okay, Star Atlas here. So it's around not even 1 cent at the moment. All-time high is how much? 22 cents. So you're getting at a huge discount. Okay, so I'm not telling you guys to buy, but of course you have to do your own due diligence. 96% discount. Okay, so huge. So the bottom was here at 0.001, up about how much? about 4x, 4.5x. Okay, so star Atlas is also one of the best. So you can see now it's having a short-term pullback. You might want to look into the pullback here. So the pullback might give us around this level here, 0.005937 or 937. This is the golden ratio. Around here will be around 0.005351. Okay, these are the levels to watch. Okay, and then of course we will look into the Bitcoin ordinals as well. So Audi has been up, okay. So all these are already pumped. Already have a massive pump. So you have to be very careful that if you're planning to long. Okay, so these are Bitcoin ordinals. Okay, so overall the trend is up. So the low was how much? $19. Bitcoin ordinals was at 18.68. Okay, so it's up about almost 3x. Okay, so now it's having a pullback with a bearish engulfing. So this could be a good chance to look into it. Okay, having a pullback now. Okay, H4, 4-hourly breaking below the middle band. It could be a good sign to accumulate. And then this lows could be next year at 39.14. This will be the range to watch. Okay, your 42 and 39. Okay, 42 and 39. And then of course, right now, just want to do a quick sharing. Okay, let's look into this. So of course, if you can see here, the investors portfolio. So what we do is that me and my team, we had a team to actually manage clients' portfolio. Okay, so this is 3 investors. Okay, invested about 10 to 20,000 respectively. Okay, so they are around about 2 months. So this is the result here. Okay, the investors came in about 20,000. Okay, so currently their portfolio up about 64%. Right, you can see one of the coin did about 5x alone, 5.5x. Okay, within what? 31st July joined. Second investor, you can see here, up about 106%. Okay, and one of the token did about 4x. Okay, 14 September joined. Okay, so about how many months here? 3 months, less than 3 months. Okay, so investor 3 joined about 9 October, almost 2 months, 65%. So one of the token did about 1.5x. Okay, so this is the service that we provide. So let's say if you want to know more about this service, you can able to direct message me. Okay, because end of the day, this is your own custody. I'm not holding your coins, but I'm just recommending. Okay, so we will be trading only on the spot exchange, not on leverage. Okay, we are buying and trading on spot, and that coin you'll be keeping under the cold wallet. Okay, you'll be keeping under your own custody. Okay, under the ledger or Trezor wallet. Okay, that's how you keep it safe. And of course, there will be a profit sharing as well, which is 80-20. Okay, so the priority here is that we make sure that the investors get back their capital first, and then only we start calculating on the profit sharing, which is 80-20. Okay, so it's very simple, straightforward, because end of the day is that we give confidence to the client. All right, we give you to hold your own tokens rather than we hold. Okay, so when we signal for you guys to cash out or to realize your profit or capital, that's where we will signal, okay, for you guys to do it. Okay, so this is a testimonial from the 3 investors. Okay, all right, and these are the coins that I randomly picked. Okay, so this all due diligence done for me and my team, okay, to actually did the homework. Okay, so I believe that's all I have for tonight, guys.